So, another Pixar sequel. Alright, where's this gonna land? Is it gonna land in the Toy Story camp, or is it gonna land in the Cars camp? Let's find out. Finding Dory is the latest Pixar film and is the sequel to 2003's Finding Nemo, which came out 13 years ago. Wow. This movie follows our favorite lovable blue fish, Dory, voiced by DeGeneres, as she remembers that she had a family and she was actually looking for a family right before she ran into Marlin, setting off the events of Finding Nemo. So Dory, along with Marlin and Nemo, head off to California to try and find Dory's parents as they come across many interesting characters. Now, I've already reviewed Finding Nemo on my channel last year when I did my entire Pixar marathon. So really briefly, I'll just say that it's a masterpiece. It's one of Pixar's best movies. It gets better every time I watch it. When I saw this for the first time, I was 12 years old, and I thought, it was good. But as time went on, this movie grew on me, and it just gets better with every viewing. Finding Dory was a movie that I don't think many people were clamoring for. No pun intended. Because while everyone loves Finding Nemo, I don't think we were really asking for a sequel. But this is Pixar. I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt every time they make a movie, even if it is a Cars sequel. So with Finding Dory, it's good. It's really good. But I do not think it's anywhere near as good as the first Finding Nemo. One thing that Pixar does beautifully is, well, the animation. A lot of elements look so photorealistic and it's breathtaking. However, the designs for all the characters are not very cartoony. They look semi-realistic, as realistic as you can get for an animated film, and not as exaggerated and cartoonish as the designs in The Good Dinosaur, because with The Good Dinosaur, the very cartoonish designs mixed with the photorealistic environment kind of took me out of the movie. This, not so much. It's just like with the first movie. The only returning characters we have are Marlin, Dory, and Nemo. We have a lot of new characters to introduce this time around. We have a whale shark named Destiny. We have a beluga whale named Bailey. My favorite is an octopus named Hank, who's voiced by Ed O'Neill from Modern Family. He might be my favorite character in the whole movie. Animation-wise, they do a lot of creative stuff with him, and Ed O'Neill's voice just seems to fit the octopus perfectly. He's cranky. He's pretty much Ed O'Neill. Just imagine Jay from Modern Family as an octopus, and you got Hank the octopus. There are also a lot of funny moments throughout the movie. Not quite laugh-out-loud moments, but there are a lot of moments that are very chuckle-worthy. Most of it does come from the situations that a lot of the characters get into, because, they're fish, and they're getting into all these strange situations that fish probably shouldn't get into, but it just leads to some funny moments. There are problems, however. I never like to criticize a Pixar movie, but I feel like because everyone holds Pixar to such a high standard, we have to, address their criticisms more. For one, I didn't think there was a real sense of danger with this movie. Unlike Finding Nemo, where Marlin and Nemo were miles and miles apart from each other, you felt a real sense of danger, and anything in the ocean was really out to kill you. This time around, I didn't feel like there was really much at stake, and that's mainly due to the fact that all the characters are kind of in the same area, so you kind of have a suspicion that everything's going to be alright. So in the end, I have to say that Finding Dory it's good. It's very good. But again, nowhere near as good as Finding Nemo. And I really don't think there was any purpose to make this movie. I'm glad I saw it, and I'm glad that it is very good. But I just think Pixar needs to stick to original material. With the exception of The Incredibles, Pixar should just stop making sequels. They did very well with Toy Story, not so much with Cars, and Monsters University was okay. But when you look at something like Inside Out, you really can see how far Pixar can go in terms of original ideas and creativity. So I want to see more original content from Pixar. The only reason I give The Incredibles a pass is because that movie had endless amounts of possibilities with all the supers. And I know they're working on Incredibles 2, and it's supposed to come out 15 years after the first one, but at least we got something. So Finding Dory, I think, is definitely worth seeing in your lifetime. It's not one of Pixar's best by any means. It's sort of like middle road for them, which is still very good considering their catalog. It is made for much younger audiences, and I don't think anyone who's older will have the same emotional attachment as you did with Finding Nemo, because Finding Nemo was really emotional and spoke to both kids and adults. It's just mainly more for kids, but it's not bad. It's still worth seeing in the theater because it's, again, as I said, very good. And as always, whenever you go see a Pixar movie or sometimes a Disney movie, you'll catch a short film that plays at the beginning. And this one is called Piper. Basically, it follows a baby sandpiper bird who's learning how to get food by himself, but has a giant fear of the waves coming in. And it is really funny. Like with all Pixar shorts, there's no dialogue. You can tell what's going on just by the expressions of these birds. And it's just a very cute short. So I'd say it's worth seeing in your lifetime also. It's really good. And so is Finding Dory. And that's my review for Finding Dory. I hope you enjoyed this review. I can't wait to hear what your guys' thoughts are on the movie, if and when you've seen it. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Don't forget to check out my official website. You can go follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, Riff.tv. And if you love what I'm doing, whether it's movie reviews, let's plays, or podcasts, you can go over to patreon.com/TheRealMrRobinson, where you can donate a monthly fee, and in return you get special rewards. This is The Real Mr. Robinson telling you there's only one.